making hits with Lakeith, good grief.
What's happening with your YouTube, man? I'm up here at Signature Ride with my boy Jace, man. We got them boys from the A. You know, they done came cop 2 pairs, man. Introduce yourself to the colors world, man. What y'all got going on?
What going on, man? It's Ant, Mr. CEO 2125 on Instagram. My boy cut this for us, hooked us up with Signature Ride.
Oh, yeah.
We came out here and
made it happen, man. Man,
Yeah, man.
Know.
It's your boy Kodak, man. Yak came down here all the way to Baton Rouge, man. Get some custom rims. You know what I'm talking about? Hardest Monte Carlo in the city, man. Mark my word, man. 7-4 vert Yak. Follow me on Instagram.
Man, appreciate y'all rocking with Color Fuzz and
Color
Signature
Fuzz,
Rides,
Signature Rides, man. Finna put it on the map, man. Let's get it.
What you got to say, Jace, man?
I ain't even gotta say my name at this point.
Oh yeah, man. Just shoot the information out. How they can contact you, man?
Find me on Instagram, Signature Rise, and you can give us a call 225-218-6768.
Oh yeah. Y'all see what them boys come to get. Hey, yeah, this thing clean, man. Hey, Jace, what y'all did on this one here?
Customer wanted some 24-inch rose gold 4Gs to match the wrap scheme he got on the car. So we ended up doing some 24s, big cap with the double R caps.
Oh
so, yeah.
So man, y'all got them old schools, y'all got the new model cars, luxury cars, whatever, man. His Signature Rise up and let them know Colors for Us sent you, man. Colors for Us, we out.
Shout out Cutlass for Us. If you're ever in Atlanta, man, come check out any of my restaurants, man. I got 500 locations and another concept called Trap Wings ATL, man. Come forward.
Oh yeah, man. I'm sure gonna rock with that, man. Appreciate you rocking with
sir.
Colors
Yes,
for
sir.
Us, man. What's going on, man?
How you doing, man?
Man, introduce yourself to the Colors world, man.
My name's Casey. This is my 85 C10.
How long you had it, man?
I've been having it probably about 5 years. It's been done just the way that it is for about 4 years now.
Yeah, I see you got the LS up under the hood. So what was the original motor that was in this truck?
Actually, I bought the truck as a roller. It had a big block in it. I bought it from a guy I know in Mississippi. It had a big block. I knew I wanted to do an LS, so I asked him to sell it to me as a roller.
Yeah, what style LS that is?
It's a 6.0 base block. It's got a little work to it, a little head work cam, a little nitrous kit.
Oh yeah, man, this color code, like on this, what was the original color? It was primed down or what?
Well, the original color on the title when I got it was blue, which it was blue because when I started doing the interior behind the dash and stuff was blue. But when I got it, it was like a matte gray, matte black looking, you know.
Oh yeah, so what made you go with it? And explain this color off camera. You was telling me more this the Hellcat or what year?
Yeah, so, all right, so to go back a little bit, when I was younger, you know, I kind of grew up with my grandfather as a kid. He had a C10, a green C10, and that actually was the vehicle I learned how to drive in. So that's why I always wanted the C10 to redo. Obviously, it wasn't this color green, but it was green. And I have a buddy that runs a body shop in LaPlace, and we were looking for colors, and I had already got my red interior. I wanted red interior. What happened was we were sitting there looking through a color book, and they had a wrecked Hellcat pull up on the tow truck with the red interior, and I was like, look, you know, that's the color we're gonna go right there.
Oh, that's what you were rocking with. And then, like, far as the wheels, what size are those wheels?
That's 26-inch Rucci's. Shout out to G-Man. Guaranteed tires. I went through him to get my wheels and tires.
Oh, so how did you come up with like really getting them wheels? When you first seen them, did they fit what you had going on or what?
Well, like I said, when that wrecked Hellcat came through at the shop, it was green, red interior, and it had the factory bronze looking wheels on it.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, you know, I'm gonna kind of steal his, steal
The
the
whole
Hellcat
color scheme, huh?
yeah. And I got with G-Man, and he started sending me some pictures of different styles, and and I just kind of went on that. Me and my wife talked about it, through a few pictures, and that was the wheel we decided on.
Yeah. So how long it took you to flip this whole truck once you received the truck?
All right, so it never was a rush thing. My guy in Mississippi that I got the truck from, he actually put my motor together and swapped it all for me.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a rush thing. So he had it for a few months. I got it back, drove it a little while, and then I sent it to my other guy at the paint shop. And it stayed there probably about 10 months because it was one of them things, we worked on it after work,
Right.
So it stayed there about 10 months. So I'd say probably about close to 2 years before I got it really back in this color and,
Yeah, that's a good time, man. It's best to take your time because new ideas come. Like, just say when you get a project, you have a whole bunch of goals and what you want to do, and you do it real quick.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, when it's done, you be like, man, I should have went with this. I should have went with
right,
that.
right.
So when you take your time, I feel like you could really brainstorm, and as you going, you could
Right.
get better ideas and updated
And I
ideas.
probably could have bought another truck that was, basically done already
Right.
for less money than I got in the truck,
Right.
but it wouldn't have been exactly what I wanted,
Right.
So, some people ask me, man, why you got the red interior with the green? Because it's my truck and that's what I want.
Oh yeah, man. I love the scheme.
Yeah, thank you.
Like I say, I've been reaching out to you for a while because this truck been catching my eye. And matter of fact, this is the first C10 on the channel. So
Okay, good,
So
good.
man,
I appreciate it.
Y'all let me know what y'all drop off in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about the truck. I love the truck, and we're gonna get more in depth in this truck, man. Y'all let me know, man.
Right.
Hey, man, you don't mind me getting a walk around this
Nah,
thing?
go
huh?
ahead, man. Go ahead. Go ahead.
So that Nas bottle, or what? That
Also, it's all legit.
It-
It
it's
works.
all-
It ain't there just for show.
yeah, it ain't no problem. Huh? You ever ran it on the track?
I have ran it on the track, but only on the motor. I
Yeah.
haven't ran it on the track on the nitrous. And again, shout out to my tuner guy. He's from Denham Springs,
Right.
Brennan Reed with Reed Racing.
All right.
That's the guy that does all the tuning for me on my truck. It's not a race truck,
Yeah.
but it does get up out the way.
I
know?
stay in Denham, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get that.
Yeah, he's right there on
information from-
Springfield Road.
Yeah, we're gonna have to. I'm gonna have to get that information for you, man. This thing is real clean,
Thank you.
man. Let you see up under the hood.
It ain't a beauty queen under the hood, but I
Oh,
try to keep it clean. I mean,
It ain't no rat's nest, I tell
nah,
you.
it ain't a rat's nest, but we keep it pretty clean, as long as it does what it's supposed to do.
Man, that thing pretty clean, man.
Thank you. That's my guy Brennan's his logo, and Savage
Savage
Life
Life, yeah.
Racing. That's Jimmy Marshall, another friend of mine. That's him and his crew.
So, as good as this thing looked like, man, it looked real good. So, how many people had hands on?
So I had my guy Danny Ray in Mississippi. He do my motor swap and the LS swap. And then I had Derek with Mad Lab up in Hattiesburg. He did some of my wiring, and then it came back here, and it went to Shannon's Body Shop in LaPlace. And then other than that, I can't forget my boy Rob. He did all my music and stuff on the inside. So shout out to him as well. And other than that, it was just me,
Oh yeah, man. The thing real clean.
Thank
you. Like I say, off camera, we was talking about this. Can you get a backstory on this replica of the truck you have?
Okay, so
You can pull it out.
I'll pull it
Yeah.
out for you.
That red interior is sicking, man.
Thank you. And see, I didn't want to go. I know it sounds kind of crazy. So this is a replica. I had a guy hit me up on Instagram, and I'll send you his IG.
They got the tag on it and everything.
Yeah, and like I said, at first I thought it was a scam. You get a lot of scammers,
Right.
And he asked me if he could do a replica of my truck.
Right.
So I kind of ignored him at first. Because I thought it was a scam.
Right.
Then he sent me a picture. He had the wheel cut out. So I was like, well, I mean, can't be too much of a scam. He's already got.
He already working on it.
Yeah. So I got with him. He wanted to do it as I guess a promotion. Not even
Right.
charge me. But I'm a firm believer in, if this is what you do for a living,
Yeah.
you know, this I'm gonna pay you for it. So I paid him for it. Like I said, I'll send you his IG link if you want to tag it in case
I'm gonna right in the bottom of this video, man.
Some other guys might want to get it done. But as far as the interior, when I was putting the truck, like I wanted to keep it simple. So I got all new stuff, but I wanted to keep the stock style dash. I actually took power windows out of here and put manual windows.
Right.
I just wanted it more old school and simple.
Yeah, cause of the power, like I'm in a Cutlass, I like the roll down because it's too much going on.
Right.
Like when the power window's going out,
right.
Then now you got to break your door panel back down. I just like the simple wind me.
Yeah. So, I mean that's pretty much it for the inside. The inside's real basic, just kind of new.
You went digital. You went digital,
it's got a Dakota digital,
but factory style.
Yeah, it's got the Dakota digital, but it's the factory style.
Right.
The only different thing is, if you notice in there where the radio is, I didn't do a console. That's normally where a ashtray is in the C10.
Right.
So what I did was I had a guy build me that little, I guess whatever that is, you know, whatever you want to call it for the radio.
Yeah, it looked more factory.
So we welded it to the dash before we got it all painted and everything. That way it kind of flowed in with it.
Yeah.
And also my wife is 5 foot, so if she gets in it and drives it, she needs to move the seat forward.
Right.
So I couldn't have a console. I couldn't have a console. Yeah, so.
At least you thought of your wife when you did it. You know, some people be like, "This is my car, and I'm only riding myself." Yeah, man, pretty clean, man.
Yeah, I mean, it. You know.
So is the truck done? Or you got future upgrades? It's never finished, but
man, I'll be honest with you. I still got disc brakes inside to put on the back. I've never put them on yet.
Right.
The front, I have lowering shackles. Lowering spindles to lower the front 1.5 inches. Yeah. It's just I work so much. When I get time off, it's drivable right now. I like to drive it and enjoy it. So at some point, I'm gonna get to putting everything on it. But as you can see, we got another project we're working on for the wife soon, so that might get put on the back burner.
Oh yeah, man. Thing clean, man. Let the people know your Instagram, how they can get in touch with you to be more into this truck. They won't see any information on it or anything for car shows. You know, certain people want certain cars to come to car shows. Just let them know your Instagram and how they can get in touch with you.
All right, so I got 2 Instagrams. One is fresh_tattoos. The other one is 85_C10. Yeah, I can think about it. No, the first one's fresh_cuts_tattoos. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I used to be a barber, and that was my old.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. I said, oh, he cut the hair. Huh?
Yeah, I used to be a barber, and I just that was the name of my Instagram. I just never changed it. You know.
Man. And then, so do you have a lot of information on this truck? A lot of pictures? You know, people like to see.
Yeah, I got like a folder in my phone from like everything of building it. You know, from when I got it to all the way up until now. You know what I'm saying?
So like this is like I say, I stressed this is a real clean truck. So was it a headache building this, or it was smooth selling, or what?
I didn't let it become a headache. You know. So I had it at a few different spots. Like I said, my buddy in Mississippi was doing my LS swap. Right. And it stayed out of sight. So, you know, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind. You're not really worried about it. Right. You know, most of the time people tend to rush things that they can see. You know, if I would have walked out every day and seen it sitting in the garage, not able to be driven, then I'm like, hey, you know, I want to jump on it, this and that, you know. So being out of sight, out of mind kind of helped it, you know, to... You know,
not really a headache. So we just seen the other Cutlass you have. So anything that you plan on doing different that you done learned from this build to go over to the Cutlass, or you'll go the same route?
I'm gonna go pretty much the same route as far as the people that I deal with.
Right.
They're all people that I know, grew up with, or whatever. So I'm never having to worry about getting messed over by anybody.
Right.
You know, I hate that. You know, sometimes you have to be that cautious when it comes to doing things.
Right.
But at the end of the day, a lot of people are here just to mess over other people. You know, so.
Right.
I mean, I'm gonna deal with the same people, go the same route. The only difference is it's gonna be the Cutlass is gonna be pretty much stock motor, you know, just more, you know,
For the wife,
yeah, just pretty much. It's actually, like I say, my wife's car.
Right.
Her and my little boy will be able to get in it, follow me, or we all get in it, or you know, whatever, you know.
Right. So one thing, like you building it for your wife. So was she a car? She was into cars before you did this one, or it kind of being around the car so much kind of turned her into doing it?
Now my wife is like really, really, really cool, you know,
Right.
like car shows, things like that.
Yeah.
When we met, and you know, I told her that, you know, this is the type of things that I was into.
Right.
You know, she, you know, I mean, people at the beginning's always gonna tell you what you want to hear, but when she told me, yeah, you know, she likes that, she likes this, or whatever, and then when we started doing it, and then sometimes she'd tell me, hey, babe, we're gonna ride, you know, we're gonna ride to the car show.
Right,
What?
right.
We're gonna take a ride in the truck.
Right.
You know,
So what about your kids? Your kids into it, or they just don't really care for it, or?
you know, my kids, they, you know, like they into the games and stuff. The boys is into the games. So my son and my stepson, they're both seniors in high school.
Yeah.
My oldest daughter, she was at Southern, but she's transferred to LSU. My baby boy is probably gonna be the one that's more into it than anybody.
Right.
You know, he likes to be outside with me when I'm working on something or whatever. You know, I think he's gonna be the one that's gonna be really into it.
Yeah. See, I guess I kind of fell in love with the cars. I just grew up seeing cars coming through the neighborhood, and like my father never like, hey man, Bill, he's not a car guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, mine either.
But I think like it's better when your father does something and pass that love for it down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with my future kids, that's what I plan on doing. Have my dad.
Right.
If they like it, they like it. I ain't gonna force them, but I introduce them to it and see how they react to that.
Right.
Because that's what I always, when I fell in love with cars, I said, shit, I wish I could have did this with my pops. Like,
Yeah.
But my pops don't understand nothing about no damn car.
I'm pretty much the same way. Like my pops ain't into no cars. Although I remember as a kid, he did have a '77 Cutlass burgundy with the white top.
Right. And see, but there was the time
that was
just the regular car.
Yeah, that was just
around.
a regular car. It wasn't because it was a Cutlass that he had.
It wasn't an old car. It was fairly new. It was probably about 10 years old at the most. You know.
Yeah.
So that's the only difference. Like, I have memories of Cutlasses and stuff when I was younger, but that was the car. It was like 95, 96, and there was an 87 cars that was around. So the cars wasn't that old. So
Yeah.
You riding around, but like I love old cars and
I'm the same way, man. I respect everybody's insight on things. You know, like what I like, you may not like, or vice versa. You know, I'm never gonna go to a car show and be like, oh, that's ugly. You know, it's just not something that I would do. You know, but you got to respect the person that puts his things together because that's what he or she wants. You know, or that's the vision that they had. You know.
Yeah, that's how I'm kind of is, but like it just depends on the craftsmanship that you can put in it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna criticize nobody for having a pink car with this or whatever. You pick your color and your style. But now if you half-ass it, like you deserve to be pointed out. Like hey, this all bullshit. You know what I'm saying? It never matters with like the color or your decision, your Ruccis or over forges. I never criticize nobody there. But if you put together a car and you know you didn't give it your all or put like,
and you know, some people you have to take into consideration that some people's finances doesn't allow them to do as much as other people need to do. But you know, as long as you can see that
they tried,
they did their best. You know, I mean, you got to respect that. You know? I mean,
Like if you do some of the work yourself or you cut corners, like I'd rather you wait, really do it piece by piece and take you 10 years to get it right, than trying to rush a year and you know the finances not there and be like, and you cut a lot of corners where it shows. Like, just leave it alone. I feel like just leave it alone if you're gonna cut corners. Like, everybody, like me and my partner, we always talk about, we got some partners that got some money that could drop a shitload of money into a car, but they still bullshit. But we don't have a shitload of money to drive a car. We penny pitch trying to put in it, but it just take time. That was taking me so long for my car because the finance is kind of slower, you know. It take a lot of money, so I'd rather buy a part here and there, you know, at the end of the month, and be like, oh, I got this to spend on it, I'll spend it and buy this and buy that.
People don't realize how much money it takes to build something. You know, I mean, even something basic, wind up, you know, ends up costing
just think about how much it costs to just really get a cutlass, all original, not hurt, no rust or nothing. You're gonna start off 12,000 and stuff like that. And I remember you could get a perfect cutlass back in the day. If you got 6,500, you could down there get a flawless cutlass, you know. But now a flawless cutlass is gonna cost you about 15.
Definitely.
And that's up in years. If you go to the 72, that's gonna cost you 20 or 30. 8-body cutlass, oh man. You get a flawless one like that, oh, it's gonna cost you. So you really got to be playing with some money just to get in the game now. See, and I tell people that will weed out the people who really car lovers or not, because everybody not gonna go spend 20, 30,000 on no car. You know what I'm saying? But back in the days when it cost you 2,500 to get in the game, there'd be a lot of people just in the game.
It's either you're gonna have to be financially ready to do it, or you're gonna have to have a lot of time on your hand to be able to do it.
Some of the work yourself and patient. You gotta be patient, and you gotta be kind of mechanical too. Like you gotta be able to do some of the stuff yourself.
Definitely.
Because I spent like right at 14,000 in just parts. And that was all performance parts, but I took on the responsibility of being more hands-on. I can't spend 14,000 in parts and drop it off to you to put all these $14,000 worth of parts in there and think you're gonna charge me 500 or 700 or 800. So I do a lot of research on YouTube. So man, like these seats, you say they heat and cool?
No, they're not cool. They're just heated seats. And that was bought for my wife. You know, my wife, wintertime comes and she, put the heater on and blah blah blah, and I'm the type of person, I would never put the heater on, you know. I'm just not that type of person. So I ordered the heated seat kit for her basically, so when we riding, she can have her heated seat on and I don't have to have mine on, and I don't have to have the heater on either, you know.
So it's the bottom and the back?
The bottom and the back.
So who did your interior?
Actually, I just bought it and I put it in myself. So I ordered everything, like the dash, door panel, seats and all that, and I just put it in myself. That's really just basic, you know, turning a few wrenches, you know.
See, I didn't know that. I thought you dropped it off to somebody and got it done.
I ordered most of that stuff, and to be honest with you, the stuff really ain't expensive at all. Like as far as if you're gonna order, like, you know, I wanted to keep it simple, like I was telling you earlier. I actually took the power windows out of this truck and put manual windows in. So I know when I tell people, you know, I wanted to keep it simple, they like, oh yeah, you know, big rims, paint job, whatever. But I mean, if you look at the inside, it's just newer, original stuff. You know, I kept the dash the same. That's actually the original vents. And a little story, like, so I called a truck. Remember I was telling you earlier, my grandfather had a truck, a green C10. That's really what I learned to drive in. That's why I called the truck Odell, because my grandfather's name was Odell. Underneath the hood, you can see the
I seen. I got that on camera.
So these two butterflies I got stitched in there. My mom passed away unexpectedly in 2016. And she liked butterflies, so I wanted to do something, you know, that, you know, for my mom. So that's why they have the butterflies, you know, stitched on the side right there. Other than that, I wanted it, like, it's got a digital dash, but I kept the stock bezel. I mean, I still got the original AC control, the original vents, you know, pretty much original looking on the inside, other than the color, you know.
So like when you jump this thing on the interstate, you kind of nail it sometimes?
What, getting the gas? Oh yes, indeed. All the time.
So what's the highest you ever got it to, like
so the digital speedometer, I want to say it stops at 110.
Yeah.
But I know one time, so we got that Life 360 on, you know, the family got the Life 360 on the phone. So
and she get on there and see how fast you're going. And
well,
all that.
I was coming home. I was actually coming from my tuner's house in Denham,
Right.
and my stepdaughter had homecoming, and it was something I had to do. I had to get home, so I was on the interstate coming back. When I got back, my old lady was like, "Really, babe? 128 miles an hour?" So I know I've been 128.
Yeah.
You know, just really like cruising.
Right.
But I mean, I've been to the track a few times, and you know, but I know I've been 128 just on the interstate.
Float.
cruising.
Yeah, just floating. Man, like I said, man, I appreciate you having me, man.
Man, I appreciate you, and shit. Being the first C10, that's
Oh yeah,
you know,
the first C10.
yeah, that's you know.
Yeah, I love the C10s, man. Make sure y'all go follow. You gonna shout your Instagram out again?
Yeah, it's fresh_cuts_tattoos, and they have another one that's 85_C10.
Oh yeah, man. Y'all make sure y'all go follow, man. Y'all make sure if y'all not on the Instagram, go follow my Instagram. Cutlass for us LLC, man. Make sure y'all go follow that. And for the people who tuning in, make sure you subscribe, like, share, comment, man. Cutlass for us, we out.
Definitely.